Hey everybody, I'm Josh.
And I'm Rachel.
And if you're watching this, you probably already knew that. But we are celebrating our 3rd year here on YouTube, and we're going to do our 3rd annual Q&A.
That's right.
What a better way to start it than here at our...
home airport?
Yeah. We don't live in Denver, but DIA is where we fly out of many times every year. So this is where we're going to start it, and we're going to bring you along. This is going to be a trip we do not do a vlog on.
Yes.
So stick with us.
Let's go.
Here we go.
Look into my eyes and show me your adventures I haven't seen. Taking all the life, it hits the spot. Walking on fantasy. So take me, baby, take me to a state of mind that's made up, baby, that's made up.
All right, before we get started, we do want to say a massive thank you to all of our viewers, and especially our gluttons who have been sticking with us, and some of them are about to hit 2 years as a member for our channel.
That's just crazy to us, so thank you so very much for all of your guys' support. We really do appreciate it. We are here in Eugene, Oregon, while technically right now we're in Florence, Oregon?
We're at Haceda Head Lighthouse we're going up to.
That's right. We're running a half marathon this weekend, so we're super excited to bring you along just little bits and pieces of our weekend as we answer some of your questions.
Yep. But check out this view.
It's gorgeous.
Beautiful. All right, so we broke down the questions by 4 different categories. First category is general.
First question, when's the wedding?
When is the wedding?
November 15th is our official wedding date. We're gonna have our reception November 25th.
Yep, so about 2 months.
Next question, what do you guys do for jobs?
So we are both trained nurses, have been for 18 years for me,
12 years for me.
and we are currently in administration.
All right, next is congratulations on 3 years. Thank you. Always love watching your adventures. Question is, which food or food items do you totally disagree on?
Mushrooms.
He does not like mushrooms, and I love them.
Yes.
Absolutely love them.
There's other stuff though, like Rachel hates marshmallows
Unless they're in s'mores or Rice Krispies.
and whipped cream.
Yep.
I like both of them.
And I also don't do cake.
Yep, I do.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
those are a couple of them.
Yeah, those are the most.
Those
though.
were the, yeah. Otherwise, we pretty much agree on
Yeah.
all foods.
You don't like pumpkin pie
Oh, yeah.
or pumpkin spice stuff? I love
No.
it. Yeah. So I feel like even though I talk about mushrooms a lot, I actually eat more stuff than she does.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll eat it, I just don't prefer it. So you guys are great to watch and obviously both enjoy a lot of the same things. What things do you like to do separately? So this one's kind of difficult for
Yeah.
us because we have learned to take on each other's kind of hobbies we had previously.
Mm-hmm.
I am not normally a gamer, but I do like some of the same games that Josh, he's taught me how to play them, so I enjoy that piece.
And I am not normally a runner, but I do my best to try to do it. And so like this weekend is actually going to be the first time that I've ever even attempted a half marathon. Hopefully I will be completing it. You'll see at the end of the video though.
That's right.
Yeah.
So even though we like to do a lot of stuff together, we do have separate hobbies, but we're trying to learn each other's hobbies as well.
Yeah, and I'll admit, like once we started doing the YouTube channel, we travel a lot.
We do.
And it takes a lot of time to put together the videos and stuff. So a lot of times if we really have free time, we're working on that.
That's true. All right, next question. You're probably too busy traveling, packing, unpacking, doing laundry, etc. But if you did spend more time at home, what kind of hobbies or other things for fun might you enjoy? We really do enjoy just being together and spending time outdoors.
I would video game more.
Yeah, he'd probably video game more. I would read more. I love to read, and usually when I get in a real good book, I can't stop it. So that's probably my thing. If I was home even more, I would pick up a book and read more.
Yep. There's one more in this section.
All right. How do you prioritize rest and we time with such busy travel and work schedules?
So I would say that one of the things that we do, and we decided this a long time ago, especially like for our Vegas videos, you'll notice that our Vegas videos have really gotten to the point where most of it is going to be restaurant specific or hotels, but we don't record a lot in between, and so that kind of becomes our relaxation time, our rest, our we time. And then at home, it's every chance we can get. We do the best to just relax, but there's a lot going on.
We do. And I would say for our cruise vlogs and other travel vlogs you see, it's not just for you guys that we're recording this, it's also for us.
Yeah.
It's super fun to go back and rewatch them and be like, oh yeah, we did do that, because we do pack so much in that this is a great reminder to us of what we have done.
Yeah.
And it is helpful that way. And we actually really enjoy traveling, so it is a relaxing time for us, our me time.
I look at some friends of ours, Anthony and Christina over at Seeking Vegas Sunrise. They talked about the reason why they started doing their vlogs was that they could look back on it like an old time
movie reel.
Yeah, when you would watch videos from 50s through the 90s where you'd be taking out the camcorder and
the
stuff.
home videos.
Yeah, and that's us. Like we're trying to do as much traveling as we can, and a lot of times you forget about some of the awesome moments.
Yeah.
And those videos really bring it back to us. So we get a lot of joy from it.
We do. I think, and that just really helps us keep being motivated when we're at home to do all of our home stuff at home and keep the rest of it fun.
All right, so I do want to show you this path that we took to find this fairly quiet area. Hopefully the wind doesn't end up being too loud. But it's a very steep hill. And this is like way above the lighthouse. So if you've ever been to this area, we are on the backside of the lighthouse. Or if you want to go to it, that's where we are. But like, we don't have giant trees like this where we live. And so it's super, super cool for us to be able to get to see stuff like this. You got it. You got it.
It's falling.
All right, we are back in town. We did, by the way, go by this sand dunes, which
insane.
is right behind a town. It's so cool.
It was cool.
Hopefully I threw in some scenes, but it's like the finest sand, and you just like run around and
it was so
take some pictures.
Yeah, it was like, I don't know, it was so different from anything I've ever seen before. It was pretty cool.
But we're now in Eugene again. It is hot here.
It
was
warm.
nice and chilly there. But these are going to be YouTube questions. Not a lot of these ones, but the first one is, need to change the intro. It's aggressive with the grilled cheese.
It's so funny because that's most people's, when they comment about our intro, it's about the grilled cheese.
Yeah. So I hate to say it, Nancy, but we are not going to be taking out the grilled cheese. If anything, I've talked about like making t-shirts with the grilled cheese on them.
Yes.
All right, next one. How did you guys meet, and what made you decide to do a travel YouTube channel? Love your videos.
So we met at work when we both worked at the same hospital, is how we did that. And then what made us decide to do a travel YouTube channel? I would say a lot of it had to do during the COVID pandemic. We did a lot of binge watching of YouTube. And after travel started opening again, we said, we could do that. We already took pictures of food and talked about it a lot. We both really like that piece of it. So that's kind of what started us.
Yeah, I think I would say the same thing. Like neither one of us really had watched any travel vlogs up until our first Vegas trip together, which was March of 2020, about a week before the COVID pandemic really broke out.
Yep.
And so, but we found Say Hi to Matthew, Bill, and Lisa, and All You Can Vegas, and we were like, that was interesting, and it helped us build our trip.
Yeah.
We had a couple trips before we started, so about 6 months more, and we were just like, that would be really fun to do it. So ordered a new iPhone, and away we went.
Away we went.
Next one. I appreciate you guys Hey, I would like to see more of the videos where you taste food from other countries in the box that you get in the mail. I also think you guys need to come to Omaha to eat in the old market. Thanks. So we've talked about this. We really did enjoy it. It was Try Treats.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, we did like it, and it was really neat because the company actually reached out to us and said, hey, would you try a box? And so we did.
Yeah.
Did enjoy it. I'm very interested in doing it for like a live stream though.
Yeah, I could see that.
So I would definitely think that it's going to happen in the future. It's just, I don't know if it always does great as a standalone video, but like if we're doing it during a live stream, I think that it would be really fun.
That would be really fun. I think we should aim for that maybe after our December Vegas trip. Give us something to do between
It'll either be that
Vegas
or later this month because I almost ordered one already.
Oh, okay. Never mind, might be
So
later this
you
month.
might be seeing one shortly here. And then the last one of this section is, I've wanted to start my own YouTube channel, but I'm concerned that my trips would feel more like work than play. How do you deal with this?
So our Vegas trips, I do...
Not always easier.
Yeah, I do say our Vegas trips are working, but it's work we really like to do. Like I have said for many years, I wish someone would pay me to travel and eat, and so it kind of is making its way that way. It's super fun. We enjoy it, but don't let us fool you. We do have, especially on usually our first dinner back when we go to Vegas, we kind of have a little tipped. It's usually just getting back in the groove.
Yeah. Our first meal does tend to be a little bit tougher.
It's a little more stressful.
But yeah, like Rachael said, if I were picking a dream job, I want to be a travel TV host.
Me too.
Going around eating, traveling the world. Yeah. And so that's the biggest thing is, if you're not doing it for a passion, you're probably not going to last very long. And that's where a lot of people end up burning out on YouTube. Don't do it because you're looking to be successful and you're looking to, not work for the rest of your life, because chances are that's not going to play out. And even if like we're now 3 years in and, we're not profitable.
No. But we're enjoying it. That's what I think the key is. We're still enjoying it. And it goes back to, we answered this question earlier about us time. This is sort of a time for us to reflect on our vacations, as busy as we are, and be able to relive them. It's a blast for us. We enjoy putting them together when we get home. We enjoy it. So although it's work, it doesn't feel like work. It's not like your 9-to-5 mandatory job that you have to do to make ends meet type thing. It's truly fun.
And the truth is, like, if there's something that you're doing and you do start a YouTube channel and you don't enjoy it, stop.
Yeah, don't do
Nobody forces you to.
And it comes across in people's videos.
Right.
Like, you can see it in some of those videos that they're not enjoying it. So why do it?
We have certain videos that like we used to do and we don't do anymore because we found that we didn't enjoy it. We would nitpick each other and we'd fight about it. So we just don't. I remember I've actually reached out to Bill from Bill and Lisa before and just asking him about advice and stuff. And one of the biggest things he said, just do what you want, do what you enjoy, and the right people will come along. And so that's what's helped us the most.
That's what's keeping us going.
Yep. Good morning and welcome to the Willamette Valley Marathon and Half Marathon.
That's right.
All right, so we are hoping to not get overpowered by music here, but we are right at the race. We're going to be starting here in about 25 minutes, so why not answer some more questions?
That's right. So first question is from a Stephanie. Just recently found you guys. You've made my family and I want to get back into cruising. Yay, that's one of our goals. What is the best or favorite trip you guys have made together so far? Oh, that one's hard. It's because it's usually the most recent one for me. So I would say probably our Athens to Venice cruise most recently.
And I'd probably go with the cruise from earlier this year where we did the Southern Caribbean.
That was pretty cool too.
Just a lot less tourists than I've seen before on a cruise, and it was beautiful.
Yeah. And
great time.
Great, it was beautiful. And for domestic, I would actually say a couple of years ago we did a New England, 3 days in New England for over my birthday and did a run there. It was awesome. Awesome bucket list.
All right.
Next, first of all, love you guys. My husband and I love your videos. We live outside of Denver. Do you have a favorite Denver restaurant?
Rioja?
I think it's called Rioja.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
That's what I would go with for that one. It's like a Spanish restaurant. It's down in Lodo.
Yeah.
Definitely recommend it. Very good.
Next one. How often do y'all come to Denver, and do you have any favorite places to eat? I would say we're in Denver. Well, that's where we fly out of, so we're there quite often.
But actually doing stuff in Denver, at most maybe once a quarter.
Yeah, not very often.
Not too often, but like we'll go down there for concerts and for plays and shows and stuff like that, and then we'll do dinner then.
My favorite is that dim sum place, Star Kitchen.
Oh yeah, Star Kitchen, which is over on Mississippi and Federal.
Yeah.
So if you want dim sum in Denver, that's our big recommendation. Otherwise, we're pretty big fans of like Lodo area for most restaurants. They've got the fancy dinners and stuff that we enjoy.
Yes. And then there's a place too we've eaten, I think it's Mochi Nut or something of that sort. They do Korean corn dogs. That was really good too. All right. This one, I'll let you read the first one.
This is from my friend Brian. Are you guys going to start doing NFL stadium tours, attending games, and eating the great foods? And can I join in?
Of course you can join in,
yes.
right?
No, we never intended to do a bunch of stadium tours, but we just happened to go to 4 games, and we were in town for them last year. But right now, it is not the plan. Who knows? Maybe in the future we'll change our mind and think that we should have.
It might change, yes. All right. What do you remember as being some of the worst things you've eaten on your travels?
I don't know that there's been that many like worse things.
The chicken mole at Casa Playa.
Casa Playa chicken mole. It was, and if you've ever watched us, and sometimes we may initially say that, oh, that's good, or it's a very generic answer. It's probably because we're still thinking about it. At the end, we'll definitely give the full impression, which is what happened with that one, and so. Yeah, that one was pretty bad. There's other disappointing stuff, but there's not like nothing that I'm not gonna puke over or something.
All right, next question is, love the Athens video. Any future Europe trips planned?
Yes, we are going to Europe again in October.
Yes.
We are going to be doing a Barcelona to Rome trip. So we're going to have a couple days in both Barcelona and Rome, and then there's going to be stops in France and Italy along the way. Super excited for it.
Yeah, I'm really stoked for that one too, because our first Europe trip for us was amazing, so I can't wait for this one. Next question is, when you guys go to the mountains, what towns do you go to?
So this is in reference to, we said we were going to the mountains after our Vegas trip got canceled, and so we actually went to Black Hawk, Colorado, which is a casino town. And then we ended up in Keystone, Colorado for a Oktoberfest.
Yes.
We don't go to the mountains too often. We're not big hikers. We're okay with just walking in town most of the time.
That's true. All right, next question. What is your dream destination that you've not been to yet? For me, I would have to say London and Paris. I've not been yet. It's been on our radar. I can't wait to go.
Yeah, it'll definitely be something that happens.
Yeah.
And for me, my number one bucket list place has been Egypt for quite some time.
Yeah.
We actually had it booked for this past August, and it got canceled, I don't know, maybe about 8 months out.
Yeah.
And so that's where we ended up doing the Athens to Venice trip in its place. But we're hoping to get to Egypt next year.
That's true.
For a minute.
All right, we did it. 2:15.
That's right.
Cheers. All right, we are back at the house. Race is done. We completed it. By the way, thank you to Nicole and Rod for hosting us this weekend.
Awesome.
Yes. All right, so getting back to those 2 general questions, they looked like they were going to be long ones, and my arm was already hurting.
Yeah, and we were ready to get on the race course.
Yes.
So.
All right.
All right, do you have a favorite hotel?
Favorite hotel?
I'm guessing this is more in general?
So there's multiple questions. We're just going to go through them separately?
Yeah.
All right, favorite hotel?
In Las Vegas, I would definitely say the Wynn. Wynn is my favorite.
I really like Wynn. Well, Wynn, Nomad, and Cosmo. Mm-hmm. Those are our 3 favorites. It can alternate based on whichever one I'm at.
That's true.
Yes.
Favorite casino? Anyone I can win at.
Amen to that.
I think that's the hard part.
For me, it's between 2 of them, and they are complete opposites.
Park MGM.
No.
Oh, I was like, I actually like Park MGM.
I would say Wynn, because I like their music. I like it's not very smoky. There's good drink service.
And their coffee in the morning is
And
so
their
good.
coffee's great. The other one is Excalibur.
Oh, you do like Excalibur.
I do like Excalibur. They have some good games. They actually have good drink selection or drink service as well.
Yeah.
And it's generally a fun, rowdy crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Next.
right, next one, favorite restaurant. This one's hard for me. And you'll be seeing, I think we're going to do a favorites
Yes.
by the end of this year. But my favorite I would have to go with right now that I want to go back to, for sure, Nevada Brew Works.
All right. And I'm going to go slightly different. I'm going to say Yellowtail.
Oh, Yellowtail is so good.
Been there a bunch of times, really like it. It's just, it's consistent.
Yeah,
It's got the view of the fountains, and I've been able to be on the balcony several times. And we're hoping to get to both of these before the end of the year.
Yep. Favorite cruise line? Royal Caribbean.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
I've only cruised on Royal Caribbean and Carnival. So
and I've only cruised on Royal Caribbean and Princess. Princess I did twice over a decade ago. So we definitely really want to try out Celebrity. I would like to see Virgin.
Yeah.
But right now we're pretty loyal to Royal.
That's right. All right. And favorite destination? Let's do favorite destination this year.
Favorite destination.
We've had some good destinations, and I think it'd be hard to pick an overall one. So favorite destination in 2023 so far?
All right. So for me, it's between two spots. That would be Dominica.
Dominica was wonderful.
Was a great day.
Go ahead and go check that video out.
Yes.
It was
and
amazing.
then I had a great time I'm going to go with Venice.
Oh, really? I'm going to Corfu.
Okay. Corfu was great too.
I had a blast in Corfu.
Yeah, we had a great time. All right, we got a laundry list of questions from Lucy of the Seas, but thank you very much for doing it. We're going to try to roll through these.
Yes. What is on your bucket list? So personally for me, it's been to run a race in all 50 states. Today marks state number 33, 17 left to go. So that's been on my bucket list.
And for me, I mean, it's definitely a true before death bucket list. I want to be to all 50 states. I want to go to 100 countries, and I want to go to all 7 continents. Yeah.
So we're working on that route.
Checking them off.
Do you ever disagree on the itinerary?
Well,
I
not
don't
very
think we
often. We do think pretty similarly.
Yeah.
And we have similar goals, or at least she goes with me when I am saying I want to do different countries.
Oh, and just having that travel experience and having someone who wants to travel is perfect for us. So it's not hard. I think the hardest part is we're trying to figure out like maybe a couple repeatable cruises, and that's hard because it does not fit in within our travel bucket list.
Well, and even from like a Vegas itinerary aspect, we both get super jazzed whenever we see like new restaurants or we hear about new stuff. And so like those things where we have them booked out generally like almost 2 trips ahead because we're just so excited for them.
How do you stay fit with all the travel? We eat at home when we're home.
Yes.
We don't eat out. I mean, it's rare that we eat out.
Yeah, we probably, we cook at home. We do exercise. We do put a priority to it. We try to work out before work as many days as possible.
And we also limit alcohol when we're home. We eat healthier. We do exercise more, at least 4 times a week, if not more. And we limit our alcohol intake while we're at home.
One thing that we've started to do over the past year, and I think it's helped us, we actually, a lot of times when we go to Las Vegas, we were doing 3 meals a day. 3, and if you've seen us order, they're full meals.
Full meals.
But right now we are generally ordering 2 meals a day.
Yep.
Now it's still heavy calorie and we're still drinking alcohol and stuff, but it does seem to be helping quite a bit to be able to cut that weight the moment we get back.
Yeah, and on the cruise,
over a couple of weeks.
Yep, and on the cruise lines, we don't take the elevator. We take the stairs, and we walk a lot in Vegas. So we try our best that way.
Yeah.
Do you ever need a break from each other? We get one every day when we go to work.
That's true.
So, no.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No.
People are going to see that I hesitated there.
Yep.
But like,
they're going to call you out on that.
No, we're pretty good together, I think.
Yeah, we don't. And we do each go our different ways at work, and we'll send a text randomly throughout the day, but we're each working when we're at work, so it works. How do you prioritize the destinations that you would like to visit? Pretty much it's whatever we haven't been to before. That's how it easy for running piece of it. I have 2 for sure runs planned for next year, and we'll just make a weekend out of it, and we look at that route. So if we're going to do anything domestically, it's what states have we not been to, or what states do we need to run in.
Yeah.
So we've been to a few states. We haven't done any repeats, right? I don't think we've done any like repeats that I have not ran in, but we've visited. So right now it's pretty easy for us to just pick those weekends.
And I would also say, like, you know, we try to do the best with the amount of time that we have. And so, like, we've actually had a couple times where we had work trips.
Yeah.
And so the other will try to take the time off, and then we'll try to, you know, go there. So, like, New Orleans last year was one of them.
Washington, D.C.
Washington, D.C. this year was one. And so we just try to make the most of it and do what we can together.
Yep.
Now, remember, we've only been together about 4 years here.
Yeah.
So even though we're not 22 years old, we're still pretty new in that phase.
Yeah, and we enjoy each other's company.
That's true.
So. Are you loyal to any hotel chains? MGM properties in Vegas. I have to look it up real quick because we do have loyalty to...
Well, we do Marriott and Hyatt as well. We try to do our best to do that. We have been able to get a few free rooms, but we're definitely not an expert on those.
No.
But yeah, I think Airlines is next. Yeah, Airlines is next. And so with those, we have Southwest and United. They're both have major Denver hubs. And so we can get pretty much anywhere with those. We've got the credit cards. So yeah, we tried to really focus on Marriott and Hyatt in the last like year or so.
And it's really helped.
It has gotten us free rooms.
Yeah, we've had some free rooms on quick trips that we've made, and it really does make a difference. Even in Barbados, our room was
Barbados,
free.
And I think that
Tulsa had a free room. I know we've had at least 3 different free rooms this year.
And it's nice that they're international ones so that we can use them there.
Yep. And then last one, are you loyal to any cruise lines?
And which, yeah, we answered that about Royal Caribbean, but we're open to others. It's too easy when you're getting the free casino cruises. So you just keep going with them.
That's right. Again, huge shout out to our friends Rod and Nicole for hosting us this weekend. We've had a blast.
Yes. Now we have one last section, and we have one special place to do this at.
That's right.
I never thought I'd feel like this. Yeah. I never thought I'd feel like this. Ooh, never thought I could. Yeah. I never thought I'd be on my shit, be on my. I'm spending my time in love like I should. No more struggling.
All right, our final section of questions actually is Las Vegas questions.
That's right.
And here we are in Las Vegas Airport. We are actually, what do you call it?
We have a layover.
Yes, we have a layover in Las Vegas, so we did go ahead and play a little slot machine and got some sprinkles.
That's right. One of our favorite snacks in Las Vegas. All right, first question. What are your top 3 all-time favorite Vegas restaurants?
So I think that's pretty hard to say.
It is hard.
But we were intending to do a special for our 3-year on YouTube by doing our favorite off-strip and on-strip restaurants for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Unfortunately, that trip fell through. Our plane got canceled. So what we would have done for that was going to be, what was the off-strip breakfast?
Craft Kitchen.
Craft Kitchen, yep. And then for off-strip lunch,
Nevada Brew Works.
Off-strip dinner,
Golden Steer.
yes.
All right.
And then
for how about on-strip breakfast?
on-strip breakfast, we were actually going to go back to Catch.
Yes.
Which would have been one of the more recent ones, but it was a great brunch.
Yep. On-strip lunch.
Lobster meat.
It is one of our
We
favorites.
have not had it for about 2 years, but we do intend to get to some of these.
That's right. All right. And now off-strip dinner.
Did you say on or off?
On-strip dinner.
On-strip dinner was, we were going to Yellowtail.
So those are kind of our favorite Vegas restaurants. All right, next question comes from Dustin Burgard. Asked Josh what he yelled at the Bellagio fountains just as the fountain show finished and it was dead silent.
All right, so I don't know if I completely remember this. I was young and I had several drinks in me, but I believe that it was
All right, next question. We love your videos. Your absolute favorite channel for Vegas. When is your next trip planned to Vegas?
Next trip, we're gonna, because our trip got canceled, we actually have to throw together.
Come on down. A1
We are actually going to be going ahead and doing a very quick trip, only a 2-nighter. It is
Second weekend in October?
Yep, second weekend of October.
All right, I see you do mostly 5-star restaurants. Can you do a Vegas top 5 regular restaurants, even divide it by different cuisines?
I would say most of the time, if I'm thinking about stuff, it's going to be like more lunch options.
Yeah.
Which I tend to lean towards sandwiches, so like lobster meat, Shake Shack, Crack Shack.
I gotta go back to it. And you guys are tired of hearing it. Probably on this one, Nevada Brewworks.
Yeah. Now we are going to be going back to Nevada Brewworks.
Yep.
So hopefully it still lives up to the hype. And then one more, which by the way, this one sold everybody on the pizza.
Yeah. Nevada Brewworks.
But I like the burger better. Just so you know. So it was good.
I guess kind of for that regular restaurant piece, you could do it is Best Friend.
Yes,
Yeah,
which
we really
we have
like
been
that.
wanting to go back to for a while also.
Yeah.
We had a great experience. You can get a decent price. It's not super
5
cheap,
star, though,
but it's
either.
also not, yeah.
Next question. I don't mean to be rude, but how much are you guys really gambling and what's the bet size off camera? I bounce between MGM Gold and Platinum on slots depending on the year.
It's difficult to film in.
Depending on the year, and play a lot more than what I see in your videos, but I really am a fan.
So we don't do, you'll see that we've kind of cut back on the amount of slot play that we do. Generally, if we're going to do slot videos, it's going to be on new machines, which a lot of times I'm just doing minimum bet.
Yeah.
Because my whole goal is to be able to get the features and the bonuses so I can show those off. Because nobody wants to just watch somebody spinning the wheels and losing.
Well, and in general, we are not a slot channel, and we are not a daily vlog channel, especially for Vegas. So you are just going to see our restaurant reviews. We bet. Josh has put up a couple of times his year-end win-loss statements, as he did a comps video not too long ago. So I would say we generally bet. I'm super low bet.
Yeah, Rachel does not bet
20
much.
cents to $1.50 at the most.
But I would say that I'm probably going to be spending on the low end. It's going to be $120 to $240 a spin. High end is probably going to be about $7.50 at $10. Rarely am I doing too much higher than that nowadays. I used to do really big bets, but I have kind of shifted to that $250 to $750 for the most part.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't show as much of it because we've kind of shifted away from it a little bit. I want to say my last MGM trip, my coin in was it was between 15 and 18,000, which is a decent amount, I thought.
Yeah, I don't remember,
Yeah.
but I also know it was what you thought was one of your biggest trips in the last couple of years.
It was.
So.
All right, those are all the questions that we have. Hopefully you enjoyed this. We really enjoy doing these Q&As.
We do.
And we'll probably have a live stream before too long to try to celebrate the 3 years.
B31 through 60, come on down. B31 through 60.
To try to celebrate the 3 years, 15,000 subs, 2 years of Gluttons. So
Yeah.
many things to celebrate right now. Really happy to just continue doing this. We hope you're enjoying our videos.
You can also follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and X, formerly Twitter. All our links are down below.
See ya.